Hey, hi guys, welcome again to my channel. Okay, so in the last video, oh, there's a notification from the Titan Pocket group. Okay, so for my last video, we actually went through some of the first look, a simple typing test. The filming duration between the last video and this video is actually the same day, same session. So I have not continued any setup on the Titan phone. All I did for the setup was to use the Google backup and restore to restore all the apps and and your app data. So what happens is that once it's restored, your wallpaper will pop over your messages, your call history, your launcher, your default settings, your Wi-Fi password, everything. So it's very fast. So even my launcher layout has been ported right over, and all your apps, they will auto download and they'll fill it up to the same as your existing phone. So if you all have seen my last video, you all will be thinking that why do your screen look so weird, so small and so funny? And of course, what is this launcher? So I'll be starting off with the launcher. This is Action Launcher. I'll put the link. If they have a link, I'll put it in the description for you all to download. Okay, so Action Launcher, basically there is no app tree. I think there is an app tree, but I've disabled it. I don't like using an app tree. So they have a list here for the app. Of course, when we enable scrolling assistant, we can scroll through. You can control the screen with your fingers. So you see when I scroll here, the thing doesn't move, but when I scroll here, it moves. It's the same on the Titan. Okay, this is Action Launcher. Some of the features that I really like, because I've been using this since the start. I mean, when they launched, that was like maybe 8 years ago. I don't remember. Okay, so Action Launcher, the best feature is we have something called the folders and shutters. Okay, so basically I can swipe up on this WhatsApp logo to review a hidden folder, but if I tap on it, it's going to go into WhatsApp. So let's do it here. Then we can take a look. I can swipe up, it shows me all my apps, but if I touch it, it will launch my Instagram. So this is very convenient. They actually do have a lot of other functions, like we can have a widget page here. It's like a page you can swipe out, or you can just swipe to launch one app. They all have that function right here, but I don't use any of them. So the shortcut is to swipe down for notification. That is for Action Launcher, because as you can see, there is their own menu setting right here, and you can take a look. If you're interested, download it, try it out. It's actually quite good. I've been using this launcher since the start of when they launched. So you can see my old key one. We are still using it, and the layout is actually similar. Yeah, it's actually quite similar. Okay, so you might have already noticed that everything looks extremely small right here. So this is the DPI setting is actually different. We are actually in the tablet mode right now. I can show you in my browser. Okay, you can look at the new tabs. You can just take a look at the new tabs. It's being organized in the desktop or a tablet way. Some people have asked, can you touch all the small icons? Yes, you can, and it is actually not difficult to achieve accuracy with that. So what happened is that we have to go to enable the developer settings. So you go to your about phone, go and find your build number, and go and press 10 times, all the standard stuff lah. If you don't know how to do that, maybe go and Google it. Okay, my phone is not responding here. So basically, you just go to enable developer mode. Once it's done, you will turn it on, and you open this setting called smallest width. Okay, smallest width. Okay, as you can see on my Titan, it's actually 1000. I'm using 1001 DPI. So you can look at all the text. It's very very small. Okay, so what is good is that we have a square screen with very very small text. You can fit a lot of things. Web pages, you can fit spreadsheets here. Okay, also on the Pocket, I cannot do 1000 here because the resolution is not good enough. So I'm running this is 863 DPI. Anything smaller than that I tried, the text will not be legible. So the resolution is actually not very good. It will not be my main phone. This will be maybe just I don't know what to do with it because I do have 4 numbers. Okay, so the default DPI is 300 something. If 506, the default DPI on here is 506, and what you'll be getting is, let me just show you lah. We go into mini mode. Okay, this is the mini mode DPI. It's independent. It's different. It's independent to the DPI on the normal mode. So when we go back to normal mode from here, it will default back to the default DPI setting. What did I supposed to type? Smallest. Okay, so if we take a look, the default value is 507. Yes, I was correct. It's 507, but I really like the 800 plus. So you set it at 900, and it will drop down to the next better one. Okay, so this is the correct. This is the one that I like to use. A lot of people ask, can you see the text? I still can see the text. Fortunately, my eyesight can still allow for that. Okay, social media. I'm not going to show you my Facebook here, but Facebook is basically similar to Instagram in terms of layout, but you will get a different look with the DPI. I will just show you how does Instagram works on the square screen here. I mean, Titan users, you all should already know. You will see. Okay, just for this test, I'll just default to the old DPI. Okay, basically, you will see photos, but longer photos will not show at all. Even square photos doesn't show properly. Okay, so if I go to mini mode, we have the same problem. So nothing is solved. Nothing is solved. This is simply because the DPI is very low. So if you have to change the DPI to a higher value, then you will have a better time with the Titan or the Pocket itself. Okay, so why do I enjoy using a keyboard phone? And of course, in this sort of semi-landscape, it's a square orientation. It is actually because of the productivity. So emails, you can see a lot of things. I am not going to show you my emails. Okay, but I can show you one Google Sheet that I used to work on. Okay, this is a Google Sheet. Okay, so this is like an Excel sheet or Google Sheet. Okay, one good thing is that you can scroll with the keyboard, so you will not do any accidental touches on the screen itself. Okay, so basically, very good. You can see all this. When you are typing, nothing is going to be obstructed. You're not shorted. People will argue that any other phone can do that. But when the things start to pop out and down, it's going to annoy you. So through here, actually, it's more, I wouldn't say seamless, but it's a better experience. So you can type whatever values, you can do whatever. And with the advanced DPI that I did, we can have the toolbar, and you can just edit it like it's on the desktop. One thing is that we cannot use keyboard shortcut for undo, so it's not like a PC. So this is not a computer. This is still an Android phone. And look at the amount of data we can see. We can show here, and these are actually legible if you try. Not try. I mean, if you just use it. I have tried it also on the Pocket, not as good of a result, but I think we can get through it. The resolution is not so good. The resolution itself is not so good, so small text are not very legible, but we are still able to show the same amount of information without the text being illegible. So this is I think a good plus point. Okay, one last thing we want to try here, just a small speed test about app opening and some game. I mean, if you are interested to play a game on this, you can see how it looks. Okay, so basically you can force, I know some of the apps they will open. I know some of the apps they can open, they will open in landscape in default. You can force portrait mode in the setting itself. It's under your, okay, I know some of the apps are open in default in landscape, so you turn your phone around, but you can do it in the setting. I think it's for your intelligent assistant. You can use force portrait mode. Okay, so this is how games will look like. Okay, it's really hard to select anything on this small screen, but I'm hoping that you can still play some other, let's say, phones that you can do emulation, like for example PSP or all the Nintendo games, all the retro games, because we have a keyboard where we can bind the keys. Okay, we can see it's faster. It's like loading at 2 1 0 and it's 3 2 1. Okay, so load speed wise there is some differences between these two phones. The Pocket supposedly use a better processor than the Titan itself. Okay, so you see the load speed. Okay, at this low resolution, everything should be smoother. I have not really tried to use this to play game. But I have tried playing this kind of mobile games on the Titan itself. So they actually are able to play quite well. You know, if you are just casual gaming, you cannot game seriously on this one. Okay, so that was a meaningless display of the gaming capability on this phone. Maybe next time I can do some in-depth gaming review on this. Okay, before we end off the video today, I actually would like to mention one thing that I noticed also. The lid here where people have been complaining, right? It didn't make the using experience any less or annoying, because actually this smaller screen, right? So you are actually more prone to pressing the wrong things. But the difference is that because of the Android version, we can actually use the gestures here. So we have back and we have all the home, swipe and everything. I'm going to disable it. We do not need that. We have all the physical buttons already. So okay, so there is some things I would like to show you in this video today. I hope you enjoy it. So I'll try to come up with more content about the phone as and when I set it up and use it, and to give you some idea if you all want to maybe spend money on this, or maybe buy the old Titan instead, or wait for the new BlackBerry. So thank you again.